as we've gone through here with objections. So in objection handling, we always want to think the end in mind. If I get a customer that tells me I'm just looking, what's the end I want to get?
Help them buy a car?
I want them to buy my car. If they tell me they're just looking, how can I answer that to get them to buy my car today? Well, we've already got numbers. I'm just looking around. I'm going to go shop around. Well, I'm just looking today. Great. I love people that are just looking. Like, there's ways of handling that. The end result is I want to get them to hear. So I want to acknowledge their concern, want to solve it, and I want to transition it to the next step. So I want to listen to them. I want to acknowledge their concern. Absolutely, man, I love customers that are just looking. You're my favorite type of customer. It makes my job easy. Right? What are you looking for today? How can I help you find exactly what you're looking for? Oh, I'm just looking. I don't need to be bothered. Not a problem, man. Let me get some coffee or water out for you. No, I don't need anything. Great. Now, I know you were just looking. Were you here to look for trucks or SUVs or a particular? The F-150 is great, man. The F-150s are right over here. I'm going to go look over here. If you need anything, here's my business card. I'll be out to help you. He's very combative with me at this time, right? Cool. So guess where I'm going? Ken knows. Going to get me a freaking bottle of water. Man, the freest thing in the world. It works. Then go grab the free bottle of water out of the fridge over there. I'm going to bring it out to the customer. Go, Mr. Customer, I noticed you were just looking at F-150s, but I know you said you didn't want anything, but I don't want you to be out here without something. You came to my house. My wife's going to feed you. I've got to get you something. I'm going to get in trouble with the wife. I can't do that. Like, here's something for you. Do you have any questions on what you were already looking at, or do you want me to open this one that you're looking at right here? Well, you see how I got in? I gave him something. I didn't pressure him up front. I went back and grabbed what he told me he didn't want and brought it to him, and now he feels entitled to give me some more time. And if I got more time, I can take it further down the pipeline. You see how that works, Jamari? All right, but I'm going to listen to them. I'm going to shut up. Don't interrupt somebody when they're giving you an objection. Listen, because a lot of times, I've even had customers have to do this. They say the objection, and they're like, hold on, really? And they just keep talking and talking and talking, and they talk themselves into a sale, and I didn't have to say a single thing. I just sat there. I've had it happen, right? Because they start justifying it themselves. Because all they were told is just say this, because that's all they watched on YouTube. Somebody that couldn't sell cars tries to teach people how to buy cars, and they're telling them all the wrong stuff. Because when you find a salesperson, there ain't nothing you can tell a customer how to buy a car that I can't take care of. Yeah, good. So acknowledging, and then we're going to solve. Okay? We're going to solve their problem. Then I'm going to transition to the next step. So wherever I'm at, if I'm at needs discovery, the next step is to do what? Show them a vehicle. If I'm showing them the vehicle, the next step is to get them on trade. Or to get them on test drive. If I got them on test drive, what's the next step? Get them present numbers. If I got them present numbers, the next step is to close them. And they give me an objection after closing because it's taking an hour and a half to get them into finance. I still got to overcome that and get them into finance. You see where I'm getting at? I finished the deal. I still got to overcome and have them keep the vehicle. Because we've had used vehicles that have issues and they want to bring it back the day because it had an issue the day after they bought it. That's going to happen if you haven't had it happen yet. Hey guys. I know a lot of you have been wanting to get to the next level. What I want you to do right now is text me. This is my personal cell. All you have to do is text me who you are and what you need help with to get to the next level. So go ahead, text me right now, 205-952-6224, and I will help you crush it. As well, I got a bonus for you. Scan this QR code and get into our free community and unlock some courses for you as well. Let's crush it together and let's get back to the video. It will happen even on new vehicles. So we want to listen, acknowledge, solve, and transition. What are our top 10 objections? They're payment, trade, APR, price. And when I say price, that's the customer that's calling and shopping around. And unfortunately, there are sales reps in this industry that cannot stand customers that shop around, and they think everybody is just a freaking shopper. They even think the majority of their customers are shopper. Look, they're just calling to get the lowest price. If I don't give them the lowest price, they're never going to come in. They're just going to go buy from someone else. They've bought 4 vehicles from me and went and bought from somebody else because they were $1,200 cheaper. What did I say during lunch? You let them be recruitable. Did you do your building relationship stage after you sold them the vehicle? Did you send them the thank you cards? Did you stay on top of mind? Did you give them every reason to come buy back from you no matter what the price was? I've had customers that once they've sold, they didn't even care about the price. I took care of them. They trusted me. I handled their stuff. I've got businesses that didn't say, I need this, get it for me. Never even wanted to know the price because I took care of it. The first couple of deals, man, it was all about negotiating some price. But after that, they knew I took care of them. Man, it was easy. You just got to love on people. This goes away. You should never have this with a customer you've sold from. If you do, you're doing something wrong within your building relationship stage. But price shop around. What are they shopping for? Is it really the price? Or are they shopping for a place that they can trust and is going to take care of them? Because I can tell you, Ken's vehicle wasn't priced, that I just bought my wife, wasn't priced the cheapest. But in the end, it was maybe $800 more expensive than I could have got somewhere else down the road from another dealership. But then I had to weigh in the delivery that was going to come, the hassle it was going to be to get to there, all the stuff that they were wanting to add on, and then how they were communicating. Where here, I knew people. I could take care of it. I got it done. But I paid a little bit more for it, but it was easier for me. Time is money. Easiness, people are willing to pay for it. Because is that a problem? Their time, is that a problem for most people nowadays?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
100%. Everybody's so busy, it's not even funny, right? If you can make it easy and quick, fast for me, I'm willing to pay for it. You'd be surprised. People are. All you got to do is take the shot. Now, are there customers that doesn't matter what value you add, they're going to want to just pay the cheapest price because they're cheap? You are. But guess what? It's only 5% of America. 5% of your customers are that way. Not 30, not 40%. You have 30 to 40% that ask that question. But when it boils down to it, it's only 5%. The problem is, and the reason why it's rising as a problem when you do surveys, is because you as sales reps are assuming when somebody asks price that they're shopping you around against other dealers. But they're not shopping you based on price. They're shopping to find somebody that's going to take care of them and want them to help them. That's what they're looking for. So take the stab to get them in. If you took the shot to get them into the appointment, did I have to give Ken the price? No, I can take every single one of you and we'll do it in a role-playing session on price, and I can get all of y'all in an appointment. There's going to be 5% that will absolutely need the price up front. And what are those typically going to be? Customers that want to do the whole deal remotely anyways. Are you going to have customers that way? 100%. Can you win them? Yes. But you got to be willing to make it easy for them. Right? Then onlooker, spouses, time. There's no discount on the vehicle. Why is there no discount on the vehicle? I want a discount. I want to win in some fashion. So there's no discount on a vehicle, absolutely. I don't want to pay $500. I've actually had this several times. I don't want to pay $300 for a vehicle. I got them at $330. No. Yeah, $330. Got them at $330. This was this one. Got them at $330. Still wouldn't do it. I'm looking at this. I'm like, man. They're like, well, we're looking at an Outer Banks, but it was going to be about $430. I'm like, okay. It's $100. That sounds about right. I tell you what. Why did you look at an Outer Banks versus the Big Bend? Well, we just kind of like the features on it. I said, okay. If I could do an Outer Banks, as we were looking at a Bronco Sport, if I could do an Outer Banks instead of a Big Bend, one that has leather and heated seats in it versus the cloth that's in a Big Bend. If I could do that has 360 camera, and have your payment around, say, $380, $390, would that work? Would that make sense? They weren't going to pay $330. Why am I trying to raise them higher than that? Do you know they signed up? Because they saw the value, they were willing to pay the more money for it on a higher trim versus paying more money on a lower trim. Because what they were doing, they were comparing. And then when I beat the other dealerships by payment, because I got them a vehicle, the other dealership was like a premium Outer Banks. I got one a little bit lower. But I didn't have to tell them that. They just got the Outer Banks and they got the features that they wanted. She didn't care about wireless charger. She didn't care about some of those other stuff. Got what they wanted, right? And they got the payment. Value of its preceded price. What if you have somebody that's like, man, I just need something. I need to win somewhere. That where you're at 505 and they won't settle unless you're $5 away. I've seen deals want to walk for $5 and I can't move anymore. I'm already losing $2,000. Can't move. I'm like, I've seen deals where I'm losing $4,000 and I'm like, I can't move anymore. We're $5 away. Like I'm sorry, we can't move anymore. Like I've had managers tell me that. I think it's stupid, but I understand their point as well. This is what I came up with as a solution. So I go, well, why do you want to be there? Well, I got things that I want to do to the vehicle. That's how I figured this out. Well, what if I could do a leveling kit, put the bigger tires, and get the spray and bed liner and a tonneau cover on there, and that would boil down to about $575 a month. Instead of paying the $3,000, $4,000 to do it, we can go ahead and put that in your payments, and it'd only be $75 a month. Does that not work better for you? Well, now you say that. That makes sense. Let's do that. Dude, I took a $4,000 loser to a zero, and then made money in the back, where I didn't have to dig myself out a hole in the back now. You see where, if you add accessories, what am I doing? If I could get that done at cost for you, would that benefit you if I could add, I just really need a discount. I get you. Well, what if I do this? What if I got a spray and bed liner done at cost for you? Because how many customers, can I get a spray and bed liner? Man, I can't just throw it on there. But what if I got it done at like cost? Or what if I got it done at half the cost? Do they really know the cost of the dealership? No. Now, what if I go to the manager, hey, to get this done, I need to put a spray and bed liner, but it needs to be where we don't make any profit, just do it at our cost. Okay. Because otherwise they wouldn't have had a deal. Now they have a deal and they're not having to spend any money. They're just one-for-one spending, but they're getting the whole deal. Works, right? You see how I'm thinking outside the box? That's what a consultant does when you're putting a deal together. You're thinking outside the box. That's all you're doing as I'm overcoming these objections is because they have a problem and I'm listening to it, solving it, and transitioning it to the next phase. I love this one is fees. Man, I don't ever pay a doc fee. Ask them as a customer, did you say that to the last dealership you bought a vehicle from? Yeah, they had a doc fee. I told them I don't pay it. You still paid it though, right? No, they discounted my vehicle somehow and I didn't pay it. I said, okay, but it was still on the form. I can't take that off. But we can add value. What if I can get you an accessory added to it at cost and cover that? Would that work for you? Boom, I add an accessory. Like this is my favorite go-to. Because 80% of America adds accessories something to their vehicle, right? Within the first 3 months, 80% of America adds something to their vehicle. Yeah. That's why I hate when dealerships put 10 on it right off the bat. Let me do it in the deal because I can add value to close. It gives me something to do. Versus we got ceramic, we got tint, we got all this, and it's a $1,500 addendum. You didn't give me any room to move. Give me some room to play with. You see where I'm getting at? All right. So, but fees. I love this one because we have a few dealers down here. Non-commissioned sales rep, one low price, we don't negotiate, no fees, and that's all they talk about. Their sales reps don't know how to negotiate. They don't know how to explain things. They don't know how to do stuff, right? But they expect no fee. When the customer goes, well, they don't have a doc fee. Yeah, they do. It's in their price. Because here's the thing. Their vehicle is this. They've got a $50,000 vehicle, and it's on sale for $45,000. My vehicle's $50,000. Mine's on sale for $40,000. I have a $695 doc fee. They have none. Mine is still $4.4K cheaper. Which one do you want? Yeah. Where's their doc fee? It's just up there. Let me ask you, Mr. Customer, do you want to do business with a dealership that's not transparent? We're being very transparent. We're putting everything out there for you. Now, I was at this dealership selling against this dealership. Yeah, we have no doc fees. Do you want to do a dealership that puts doc fees in there? No, right? It's all about the bottom line though. Because it doesn't matter what they have it discounted for. If the out-the-door number is not cheaper than my out-the-door number, would you want to buy their vehicle? No. Boom. Let's go do ours. Did they look at their numbers? No. I gave them every reason not to go look at the numbers and look at mine. It's just doing the same thing. I can do the same thing here to there. And I can pull their games on us to them. But did I mention the dealership's name? I said what you may see elsewhere. What you may see elsewhere. What you're seeing is this. Well, they're $3,000 higher on the trade. We've gotten that, right? You're $3,000 lower than them. Absolutely. You know why I'm $3,000 lower than them? Mr. Customer, your vehicle on their vehicle is 45. My vehicle is 40. I'm $3,000 difference. That is on the trade. So that's a $3,000 difference. That's $2,000 cheaper than them. So in reality, all they're doing is they're over allowing on your trade but showing less discount here because some customers only buy because they got a certain amount for their trade. That's their buying signal. There's customers that way that I will only go buy if I'm getting the most for my trade. They don't look at this and they don't look at this. They just look at the trade number. There's customers that only look at this. There's customers that only look at this. There's customers that try to get you to all three because they'll stop you here, then they'll stop you here, then they'll stop you here, and then they'll stop you here, and you ain't made any money by the time you get to where it matters. Where does it matter? It matters in the payment because all that boils down to payment, right? That's where if you can get it over to talking about payment, you will save yourself money because payment is where you have options. Do you have options here? Hell no. You got to justify everything or you're going to discount it. If I got options, I got term options, I got financing options, I got down payment options that they got to put money down to get to it. I can paint all that picture. So I want to get it quicker to payment as fast as I can. But fees are the same thing. Vehicle. It's just not the right vehicle. I am only looking for a GMC Denali Ultimate. Yet I saw a customer go buy an F-150 King Ranch. I'm only looking for an F-150 trimmer and turn around and go buy a Chevy AT4. And they've bought in a Ford the last 5 vehicles they bought. So a customer sits there and looks, comes on the vehicle. I don't have that vehicle on my lot. I have to try to transfer it in. Then you call the customer the next day and they went to another manufacturer and bought something else. Or they went to another dealer and bought something and had it made it look like that. But you never asked and took the options to find out. You never did a proper needs discovery. Because you assumed that that was the only thing they were interested in. Or you couldn't find a way to sell them. When you have a problem, they're still a buyer. Let me figure a solution out to help you buy a vehicle today. See how we're solving problems? We're finding ways out. So, summary, the top 6 closes are summary. Recap their must-haves and show how it fits them. How it fits their lifestyle. Now let me ask you, Mr. Customer, I know you had to have the 360-degree camera and the front parking sensors and the heated and ventilated seats and the heated steering wheel. If we go a vehicle that's going to get you down to the payment range you want, we have to take away the heated steering wheel and the 360-degree camera. I know you're willing to do that, but let me ask you something. Would you want to be owning that vehicle 6 months down the road and feel like you don't want to own it? Like feel like, man, I feel like I settled? Don't you hate that feeling? Yeah. So I don't want you to have that feeling. Let's go ahead and get what you want now. It's only $50 away. Let's go ahead and get this taken care of. That way you can go home today and enjoy what you have and don't have to worry about any regrets. See where I'm at? I summarized it. And I showed how it fit them. Alternate choice, A or B. So Mr. Customer, we can do this. This one is going to be a $500 payment. It's got all the features and stuff you want. This one's going to be a $400 payment. It's just missing the 360-degree camera. Which one do you want to go and sign up with today? I'm going to go get it cleaned up for you. Versus, what do you think? That's most sales reps do. Some of the numbers, what do you think? Especially remote deals. Or people you haven't gotten in that you had to send numbers to. Yeah. What do you think? Mr. Customer, I got this and this. Which one would you want to do? Right? Because are you closing customers on appointments? Absolutely. Give them an alternate choice. That's a close. If I could. So you're telling me that if I could get you $1,200 in payment, we would go ahead and sign up today. Yes. Awesome. Go ahead and write that down there, sign here, and I'm going to go see how I can make it happen for you. I don't go, I'm going to see what I can do. I'm going to go see how I can make it happen. Because if what I could do, that says that I'm going to possibly fail, most likely, right? It's not got much confidence in me. I'm going to go make it happen. I'm going to see how I can make this happen. See how I can make it happen for you. Then I'm going to come back and show you how we're going to make happen buying this vehicle today, right? But it's going to be a closer number to you, and we're just going to have a conversation. Thermometer. I love this close. This one works on so many things. It works on the spouse. It works on I'm just looking. It works on the numbers just ain't right. It works on anything. So no matter, plug it into the front. Jamari, we're looking at this vehicle here. I go, Jamari, I get you. I understand. You're not happy with the numbers on here or something with the deal. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being ain't no way I wouldn't even let you sign buying this vehicle, to a 10, you're begging to get the pen from me so that you can sign that contract because it's that hell of a good deal. Where are we at?
We're at 10.
We're at 10, then here, sign. There you go. No, give me a number where you would think you would see at. Would it be a 5, a 6, a 7? Just tell me a number. I don't care.
Like 7.
7. Okay, awesome. So we got some work to do. Let me ask you, though, because I always want to find out, what would make it a 10 for you? And you see where I'm getting an answer now? And what answer am I getting? The true, honest answer, and what I need to do to sell them a car. Versus if I go, look, I understand you're just looking. Usually when somebody tells me that, it's going to be either the trade, the price, or the payment. Which one is it? Oh, it's the payment. Well, what about the payment is it? Yeah, see, I'm getting relative. I'm not getting to the term. If I go literally on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being, ain't no way, I wouldn't even let you buy that. Or 10, this payment's such a good deal, you'd buy it right now. Where are we at? That's where I'm getting at. Not what's wrong with the payment. Of course it's too high. Come on, let's think. Are they going to tell you it's too low? No, right? Ask the questions that you already know the answer in a way, but ask the questions that you want the answer to. Does that make sense? And then am I selling him or am I question selling them? Question-based selling. The sales rep that asks the most questions in this phase right here wins. All I'm doing is just asking them questions. We're just having a conversation. Because eventually you're going to tell me how to sell you a car. And I need to be listening for it. Because the moment you tell me is when I'm going to pull it out. Now, if I did a proper needs discovery as I teach it on the needs discovery section, you're going to have a ton of ammo to use back on the customer because they told you. Well, Mr. Customer, when you told me, boom, 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 right? Okay. The pending event, deadline, urgency. Look, Mr. Customer, we're selling, these trimmers, they don't stay on my lawn longer than 15 days. I literally sold 3 of them yesterday. Did you sell 3 of them yesterday? I don't know. I literally sold 3 of them yesterday. These could be sold literally as soon as you get up to the desk, somebody could be wanting them. I've already had a sales rep ask me about this vehicle specifically. Let's go ahead and get this done, lock it in today. That way you don't have to worry about it. Because what I would hate to happen is this. You get driving down the road, go home tonight, talk to the wife and go, yep, and then you sleep on it and you decide in the morning that you would want this vehicle, but you call me back up and I literally have to give you the bad news that I'm sorry, this one sold and it was our last one we had. I've had to tell customers that. I'm sure everybody will. Don't want you. And then literally they go, well, if it was there, I would have gotten it. If it was there, if it's there, it's meant to be. But then when you call and tell them it's sold, they're pissed at you because it's sold. Right? Let's create their urgency here. The reason why they're not doing it is because we haven't created a deadline and we haven't created enough urgency. Ownership, future pace, the first 90 days. Think about driving this down the road for those first 90 days that you own it. How would that make you feel? How would this? You see how I'm getting them imagining owning it? I'm using those. Now, words to stop saying. What do you think? I just talked about that, right? What do you think you're only asking for an objection? That's all you're asking for. The other one, which works best for you, A or B? You see where I'm getting at? I want them to, they only got one option to give me. And whatever option they say is going to work for me. If they say neither, Great, I know a place to go to. Then I'm on the wrong vehicle or I'm wrong with something. Let's figure it out where we're at. Then I go into maybe the thermometer close. 1 to 10, where are you at? I love that one. It works so well. I guess my go-to. All right, so other ones. I'll try or unfortunately. If you say I'll try, that means you're just assuming you're going to already go ahead and fail. You're not even going to give your best effort. I hate saying I'll try. There is no try, there is only do. Come on, I'll pull some Yoda out on you real quick. My assistant used to hate it because that was I said, there is no try, there's only do. Let's do it. Right? That was literally what I would say. Unfortunately, I hate saying unfortunately because it's so negative. When somebody hears unfortunately, they're expecting bad news right after. Literally expecting it. What if I turned it into, let me see how I can make that happen? Right? Then I went, the other one, instead of unfortunately, I always come, great news. And if I got bad news, I got great news. Because why is it great news?
It's an alternative.
But why is bad news great news? Because I've got an option to buy a car. It's great news for me. It's great news for you because it's going to show you how to buy a car. I've got the option, the information right here. It's just probably not the information you were expecting. But it's still great news because I'm here to help you and save you time. So John Maxwell actually says people buy into the person before they buy into the vision. They have to trust you, like you, know you. Same thing when you're going through the words you say, they got to trust, like, and know so that they can feel okay buying from you. So that they can trust what you're telling them is true. When you're painting the picture, they can trust that vision that you're giving them. Other words, can't and buy. I can't do that. That's so negative, it's not even funny. You're just saying, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to sell you a car. Right? I turn can't into, would you be flexible? If I can't do something, I go, I understand, but would you be flexible to this? Could you be flexible to looking at this? Now I'm trying to drive the conversation. If they say I can't do that, what am I doing? It's the same thing by it's not available and they're hanging the phone up. If a customer's in front of you, you're having conversations, have you ever seen a customer all of a sudden just shut down? It happens all the time. It's because of something you said. Own versus buy. Saying buy is a pain of pulling money out of your pocket because to buy something, I got to pull my wallet out, run my card, or spend some cash, right? That's a pain. But I love to own things. Why do customers not like leasing? Because I don't own the vehicle. Well, hell, financing, you don't own the vehicle too. Miss a payment and find out who really owns the vehicle, right? But in their mind, they want to own something, not buy something. The other one is, and these are two big ones here, I understand how you feel. That's used a lot, right? Yeah. It doesn't seem very bad, does it? But let me ask you, do you truly understand how they feel? I understand your situation. But you understand how I feel? You ain't in my shoes. You didn't have my wife yell at me this morning, the kids not wanting to get out of bed, and then the other one getting in a fight in school and getting a call from them. You don't understand how I feel right now. Excuse me. So you can create some defensive walls and not even realize it. So I don't say that. What I go into is I completely get where you're coming from. Now I'm talking about understanding their situation. I took it because I can't understand your emotions, but I can understand your situation because your situation is logic. I can understand the logic. I get where you're coming from. And here's what I found helps most people. Dude, I love this one. You notice I keep saying most people all the time? Yeah. Most of my customers? The Jones effect. People want to do business where people are doing business. People want what their neighbor has, right? So it's the Jones effect. Why do you think when people sit there and shop and look on Instagram, they go, you don't have enough followers for me to do anything with you? Because it's not enough business, right? It's the same thing. It's the Jones effect. You got to have followers. It's just all that. So, and then when I say I've found what I have found, because I help people, because it helps most people. So you found something that some people don't know. Hold on. I'm interested. It helps people. Hold on, I'm really interested. Could it help me? It helps most people. Hold on. This really could help me, and now I'm listening to what you're saying. You see how that's driving? I didn't create defensive walls. I created their curiosity. Here's another one. All right, oh God, it drives me nuts when a manager does this and they jump into a deal. Is there anything we can do to earn your business today? Woo. Ken knows it boils my blood. I hate when that's asked. And I used to ask this when I was first in sales because I copied other people, but it boils my blood now. Is there anything I can do to earn your business? Why didn't you do it already? Why didn't you already do it, right? Come on. You're desperate. You're asking for discounts. Oh, it's the last thing we tell a customer. No, it's something you never tell a customer. Here's what you say. What would make this the right decision for you today? You see how I'm not desperate? You see how I'm just conversational? And that's how I say it too. I can't go, hey Ken, what would make this the right decision for you today? Man, I can't do it that way. Ken, I've heard you say it too. That's why I pulled you out. Jamari, what would make this the right decision for you today?
We can get it a good deal.
So you're telling me that if I can get you a good deal, what would make this a good deal for you? On a scale of 1 to 10, where are we at right now?
We at an 8 right now.
8? What would make it a 10 for you to make this a good deal?
The payment.
There you go. So payment. So what payment? Where am I at on the payment on a scale of 1 to 10? You see, we're using the thermometer. I'm getting down to the point. But I'm having a conversation. But you also notice my pauses?
Yeah.
And once I asked the question, what did I do?
Shut up.
I shut the hell up. Don't say another. I've sat there for 5 minutes in awkward silence staring at a customer. Literally. We're going to play a steering game today, I think. And they're looking at me. And I'm looking at them, and I ain't budging. And eventually they look down at the sheet of paper, and then they look up at me, and they look down at the sheet of paper. And then they spend more time looking at the paper, and then they make a decision. But it works. Don't talk. Unfortunately, it really works because we're having a conversation. I've already said my part. You need to say your part. And if I keep interrupting, then I really didn't finish my part. And all I'm doing is talking myself out of a deal now. Tonality, we've been talking about that. The pace of your speech matters. The volume of your speech matters. Can you get low? Can you get calm? Can you get energetic and excited and super fun with it? Right? When I'm showcasing the value, I'm super fun with it. But when I'm sitting down going over numbers, man, when I come in, I got great news. I'm super excited. Dude, you're going to love this, Jamari. Man, I got this vehicle. It's $30,000. Your payment's only going to be $1,800 at 18% interest rate, man. We're going to get you signed up. Go to sign right here. We'll make it happen for you. That payment's too high.
Yeah.
Man, I get it. Payment, that is a high payment, man. When you say that, though, on a scale of 1 to 10, where are we at on payment with you?
About a 4.
About a 4? I feel you. I fully understand where you're coming from. Man, I would even feel that way too, probably. Let me ask you, though, what would make it a 10 for you?
If I can really get that payment down to about maybe $1,000.
$1,000? Awesome, man. Go ahead and write down here, right here, $1,000. I'm going to go see how I can make that happen for you. Boom. See, I was all energetic and I presented really bad news, really high. And then all of a sudden he's there and he gave me something. And then he's expecting to be so energetic and me excited to sell a car. But then I hit him back with really low tone and really calm. You see how it works? And then I can pause. So I already know he's going to object to me because I would object, right? Heck, when I started selling cars, all of a sudden, the first 6 months, we were selling cars as normal. Then all of a sudden, man, cars were $5-10 grand over sticker. What the hell? Ain't nobody, I ain't never sold cars. I ain't really bought new cars, right? I always bought the piece of junks from Facebook. $2,000 cars, $3,000 cars, rode it till it broke and bought another one, right? Never really did this. Man, ain't nobody paying that payment. Ain't nobody paying that interest rate. Ain't nobody paying over sticker, because you get those phone calls, man, I ain't paying over sticker. Psst. I had to learn real quick how to close those customers, because if I wanted to eat, I had to figure it out, right? So I figured it out. And what they told me, and this is, managers can give you good information, and sometimes they can be a pain in the butt. It's not your problem. It's not your payment. It's not your situation. You didn't create their situation. They know their situation. They know how they got into that spot. Your job is to solve it and help them get out of that spot. Now do you see how I'm giving you a higher payment, but what do you think that $30,000 vehicle's on? It's probably on a 24-month payment. Right? Or you could be rolling $15,000 negative equity into it. Then I have to have that conversation, because I don't even know what's on the whole deal, right? Doesn't matter. It's the payment. I didn't go into any of the numbers. I brought payment to them. I'm coming to justifying it, right? But I'm here to help you solve your problem and get in a better situation. Because the problem is there's sales reps out there that don't care, that get customers in bad situations. Yes, I want to make the most money off a deal, but I'm going to do it by getting you in the best situation for you and your family. Can I make $10,000 off a vehicle doing that? Heck yeah, you can. Because do you get used vehicles that came in that were RAVs from the manufacturer, and then you bought them, the dealership bought them from the manufacturer at a really low price, or got them at auction at a really low price, and then were able to, the market went up, and all of a sudden now you got $10,000 profit in that vehicle? Can you put accessories on a vehicle, or it's a really hot vehicle and you can have that? Can you add warranties and other stuff that gives you $10,000 in gross, total gross? Yes. Do you have deals that you also sell for $5,000 or $6,000 losers? Oh yes, I've seen them. I've sold them. It happens. You have the balance. The balance actually is a dealership makes about $3,000 on every deal. That's the average when you average it all out. That's front and back together. Here's the thing. Volume and pitch. Soft is curious. Warm is inviting. Engagement is confident. Energetic is confident. So when I'm presenting my first pencil, I'm extremely confident about it. Because then you believe my numbers. You're not going to combat me as much, right? And then I can get soft and get curious about helping you. Then I have pauses. Pauses in it will help. The other one helps the body language. So had we not had these, you notice how I grabbed my chair, right? And had we had not had these, I could have literally come over and go, man, I got great news for you, Jamari. Your payment's going to be this. And you see I'm knee to knee? I can literally get knee to knee with him. Right next to him. And now we can have a conversation. Because this is more relational, more conversational, versus here, I'm across the desk, now I'm transactional. You see how it feels different? Okay? You want to get to that. Now, I won't come just go get the knee. I say, do you mind if I come over here? I want to go over this information with you. And it's a little easier that way. I ain't got to flip the paper and read it upside down. We'll just flip it right here. Right? Because it can be awkward. Can you be reading a customer? They're trying to read the deal and it's upside down because you can only read it the other way. The other one is the power, the posture. Sitting straight up. I'm standing. I've got eye contact with them. I love being able to present numbers, and I teach this. Ken knows I teach this. I can take a blank sheet of paper and I can present any numbers to you on a blank sheet of paper. Not even looking at it, and I can hit every number where it's at. Because on your pencils, are your numbers in the same spot every time? Yeah. What's the only number you need to know on that sheet of paper? The lowest payment you have on the right, on that whatever side? Is it the term? It isn't the down payment. It isn't the trade. It isn't the price. I can get this done for as low as $15.99 a month. Sign down here and we'll get everything done for you. I let them look at the rest of the sheet of paper. I shut up. Because where are they going to do? They're going to take me to where their most important part is. It's either going to be on price, trade, or out the door number. Or discounts. And I'm going to let them take me there. Then I'm going to take it straight back to payment because now I have control. Now we can negotiate in the payment realm. But I know where their button is. And then now I can open the conversation right back to payment. But I can present that because I'm looking at them eye to eye. And are they looking at me? Not always. They're probably looking down the paper. But when I say that number, because I'm looking at them, I can see what happens to their body language. And here's the one thing that never lies. So, do you know that the FBI and the CIA, because I was taught this, when you're doing interrogations or negotiating with people, we're all taught to look at the body language, right? To pick up cues and signs. Do you know that they're not taught to look anywhere below the neck? They don't look at the arms. Because can I stand like this and be friendly to you? Can I be telling the truth? Can I be engaged with you? Yeah. Can I be my hands in pocket and still engaged with you? Can I do certain things and still be, I can be lying and telling all sorts of stuff. I can lie with my hands, my shoulders, my feet, my body posture. What I cannot lie with is the face. The face is controlled subconsciously. You breathe subconsciously, right? You blink subconsciously. Your eyes move subconsciously. Your lips move subconsciously. Your nerves here move subconsciously. Your blood pressure goes up. Where do you see it first? Veins on your head right here, right? Or in your neck. You can see it. You can start to see a sweat starting to profuse. Can you pick up signs? You can even see how they tilt their head in certain directions. That also is a sign. So stay looking here, because you can tell as soon as you set the number, you can tell how they respond to what's coming next. I know if I've got them or if I don't, and how much they're off on. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay. Smile. Smile. It's always fun, right? So who wants to come up here and come close me? Who wants to be the first one? You can do it sitting there. You don't have to get up. Actually, I prefer you to come on up. Come close me.
I got you. I'll take a shot at it.
All right. Let's have some fun. We're going to spend about 15 minutes, 20 minutes going through some objections and role playing and having some cool fun with it.
Alright, so let's say he's sitting right there.
All right, so let's do this. You met me on the lot.
Alright, so we met on the lot.
Yep, you're meeting me on the lot. I'm out on the lot.
Hey, how's everything going? It's Dior at Townsend Nissan, who I have the pleasure of speaking with.
Oh, my name's Daniel Diori.
Nice to meet you, Daniel. Nice to meet you. Appreciate you coming by Townsend Nissan, family-owned dealership. Been in business over 50 plus years. What brings you in today? How could I accommodate you?
I'm just looking today. I'm just kind of stretching my legs. I'm in service.
I got you. Hey, that's great. Everybody starts off by just looking. I know people look all the time, you know. Everybody coming here to look. What are some features that you have been looking at? Have you been looking at SUV, maybe a sedan, a truck? What's some things that been?
I drive a truck right now.
You drive a truck right now? Okay.
So I just wanted just to see other new models. I drive a Colorado right now.
A Colorado? Okay, okay. I got you. Yeah, I'm not really Chevrolet guy. It's like, you drive a Colorado right now? I got you. Okay.
Could somebody be driving a Colorado come to want to look at a Frontier?
Okay, yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah, so we can't. So yeah, definitely, man. Like I said, we paying over market price for used vehicles right now.
I'm not trading my vehicle in.
So you're not trading your vehicle in? All right. What makes you not want to trade in?
I'm just looking right now.
I got you. But since you have a truck right now, would you be interested in another truck?
I don't know. I just kind of checking out the new body style.
I got you. Come check it out. Now I have a Frontier right now. I do have some 2025s available still. I have some great incentives on them as well. Man, I want to make this process quick and easy for you. Come check one out with me. You have a few minutes?
No, I just wanted to stretch my legs and walk. Is it okay if I walk?
Okay, definitely. Come on, we can come walk around the dealership a little bit. Hey, this is one right here. This one right here is a Nissan Frontier Pro 4X. Loaded out. This is top tier for Nissan. I know we were just walking. This is the first one that we stopped by, so you can just take a look at this body style. Features. I know this one's loaded out. Is features such as heated seats, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Is that important to you as well? Or?
I mean, I don't have those features in my truck right now. I don't even know if I'm looking. I mean, I'm fine with what I got right now.
So you found what you got right now. Do you have heated steering wheel on your vehicle right now?
No, I don't have the heated steering wheel on my vehicle. I used to have it on my last one, but I don't have it on this one.
Okay, what was your last one?
It was a Bronco.
A Bronco. Okay, I got you. So for a guy as well.
I just like whatever looks good.
Whatever looks good. I totally understand. So it was on your last one, but it's not this one. So I totally understand that. Do you prefer? Was the Bronco I was thinking the Bronco was the truck. The Bronco, the SUV Ford makes. Oh man. So on that vehicle right there, oh man, I'm messing up. Now I was about to ask you if it was a crew cab or a king cab.
Well, time out.
Time out. I was just about to ask you if it was a crew cab or a king cab. That's on me.
All right. Not bad. You kept going. Does everybody notice his persistence? Was it too pushy?
No.
It was close. It was close. It's persistence. Not bad. And it's actually, you can do that. 100%. Are there different ways of handling that? Man, there's 100 different ways of handling that. That's why I didn't bust your balls. There's 100 different ways of handling it, right? I was going to be a little harder on you. There's 100 ways of different ways of handling the customer that's I'm just looking, especially in service. Yeah. You started rambling because you didn't know where you were going to take me. Yeah. You see where I'm getting at? What's the first thing we've got to figure out? What's the end result you want? Yeah. And everything you do is guiding me to transition me to that end result. You know where you want to get me at. You want me to get me sitting in that vehicle so we can take it on a test drive. Yeah. But what process have you skipped? You tried to do it while you were showing me the vehicle. You skipped my needs discovery. Yeah. You can still do it on the lot, even if I'm just looking. But is it harder if a customer says they're in service than just looking? 100% it is, right? If they're just in service, just looking, it's pretty hard because they're really not looking to buy. And I gave every signal that I'm really not looking to buy, but yet, why am I looking? Why am I out here walking around looking at the vehicle? Well, I'm curious. Why am I curious? Because I like to look at new things. If I like to look at new things, you think I might want new things? And am I willing to spend money if I want something? If the deal's right, if you can keep me talking long enough, if he can stay engaged in the conversation long enough, he can get me to where I need to go, right? That's all he's trying to do. But your needs discovery got a little rambling. So what you got caught up in is in the details.
Yeah, that's what I was
Don't get caught up in the details, okay? Does it matter what truck I drive in the end? No. Does it matter what vehicle I had back in the day? No. Did you ask that to create conversation? Yes, but it doesn't matter anything with what I got here, right? So what did matter though is, so did you have that this is loaded out, it's got features. Do you have that in your vehicle now? No, I didn't have it. I don't really need that. I get it. But did you have that, heated steering wheel before? Yeah, I had it in a previous vehicle I had, but you skipped right over the next question. Do you miss it? Do you miss it? Have you guys bought something or had something, and then all of a sudden you didn't have it, and then you miss it? I can tell you that woman right over there did. Heard about it all the time. That's why she's got it back. Right? You don't miss things, the opportunities that you can use words to say to create that. Did you miss it? Man, now would you just trigger? You just put a knife in my side on my emotion and you're digging it in there. Well, yeah, I kind of did. I didn't think about that. Now you got my curiosity into a problem. You found a problem. Now what do you poke and prod? You poke and prod on that problem. Because if I answered yes, now you know I had a problem. You got it. Now you need to open that wound even more. That's your in. All you're doing when you're on the lot in a needs discovery is you're just trying to find your in. You're not trying to find the perfect vehicle for them. You're just trying to get them to lower the walls enough so that you can find the in with them to figure it out. Yeah, I just wanted to look at some trucks. Great. Oh, come in. We'll go look at some trucks. That way I can answer any questions that may come up for you. I'm not going to pressure you into buying a vehicle. I know you're probably not even going to buy today. I just want to help you out. I got no time. I enjoy walking with customers. Boom, no pressure. I know you're not going to buy today. Am I really going to walk with them if I don't expect them to buy? Come on. We'll make money, right? My time's money. It's an opportunity. I'm going to take advantage of every opportunity I can because if I miss 100% of the shots, I don't take. Right? So I'm going to take my shot, but I've got to take it in a strategic manner. I like to play ice hockey. You play basketball. If I dribble it down the court and I jump up and I shoot 100% of the time, never set up the play, never strategically looked at what the defense has given me after I gave them an offensive look, am I going to win the game? No, right? I'm going to miss a bunch of shots. I'm going to take bad shots that I shouldn't have taken. I'm going to throw balls up there that are rebounded, but none of my guys are down there to rebound it, so now it's just coming right on back, right? Same thing happens in hockey. Everybody will watch hockey. Why is it such low scoring? Because the puck gets passed around here, comes back this way, goes back over there, comes here. You got the team sliding this way, goalie's going here. Then all of a sudden, boom, they took a shot, right? All they're doing is they're setting up the play. They're moving. They're dancing. And then all of a sudden, they get an open lane, and then boom, they take their shot, right? That's all you're doing out on the lot, especially when you get a customer that's just looking. Absolutely, I understand you're just looking. Let's go take a look at these. Now, I notice you're looking at this one here, and what are you currently driving right now? Well, I got a Colorado. Awesome, you got a, that's an awesome truck. I see we got the Frontiers here. Do you know anything about the Frontiers? Have you looked at them? I really don't know anything, but I do kind of like their body style. Boom, that's my in. Why does he like the body style and he's driving a Colorado? Because that body style of the Frontier looks better than the Colorado. Otherwise, he never would have said it. Now that's my in. Now everything I'm saying on my showcasing the value is going to be about that body style. So what about the Frontier do you like that's better than your Colorado? Well, it's got this and that. What's got you liking that? Well, that's how my other truck used to have it, and it doesn't have it on this. Boom, there's your problem. You see how I'm finding things? But I'm not having to be an interrogation and doing it. You just started rambling. You had me going in the path, and then you got rambling and where you wanted to go. And guess what role-playing does? It helps with that. It helps practice it. Because now you got new ideas, because I guarantee you, Ken and Jamar, you guys never even come up with some of the stuff that I've come up with. Some of the objections I've come up with and ways of saying things, and even in training people, I'll say something that I've never said before, and it makes sense. It sounds good. And it is. It clicks to somebody, and it's gold. That's where the best stuff's come from. It's from the hip when we're in role-playing, when we're practicing, when we're doing it. You'll find the best objections, and you'll go, man, that sounded really good. Man, that sounded like crap. Don't ever say that again, right? When's the best time to screw up? When you're not in front of a customer. So the best time is to role play in front of your peers, and don't be afraid of it. Jump to it. I love every opportunity I can because I get a chance to screw up and they're going to point it out, but I can also practice some things that I've been wanting to practice. I'm just going to shoot from the hip. I'm going to have fun with it. I'm going to screw this up and try to see if I can flip it and see if it makes sense. I've come up with some of my best stuff doing that, right? All right, good job. All right, Ken, come on up. All right, you've got me after the test drive. We just finished test drive.
Hey, Daniel, how'd you like the test drive?
It was good. The truck drives really smooth. I like the suspension in it.
Right. Can you see yourself going on road trips with your kids, taking your kids to competitions out of state in this beautiful car?
Yeah, I can. I got plenty of room for their sporting equipment because I tell you what, it clogs up the one we're in now.
Right. Yeah, exactly. I think when we were going through your trade, we see that there's limited space in the trunk, and it kind of kept you from, going on these road trips with your family. So I'm glad that this one would work out for you, just given the abundant space in the trunk. Now, if all the numbers are agreeable to you, do you see yourself driving this home tonight, potentially?
I don't know, man. I'm still just looking. I don't know if I'm ready to buy just yet.
Got it. Completely understand, sir. Now, you said that you're not 100% ready to buy yet. What would keep you from going forward?
I don't know yet. I just want to check out some other vehicles.
Okay. Gotcha. You want to check out some other vehicles?
Do you need a timeout?
Yeah, that's fine.
I can tell. All right, Ken, you lost exactly how I trained you. This is the first objection I always teach is this one right here because it's the easiest one to do. It literally is. And it works. I haven't had it not work, to be honest. This is one of those that not everything works on every customer 100% of the time. Understand that. But some of them, man, they work. And I keep using the ones that work. Like that thermometer. I didn't use thermostat until a year ago. And thermostat close, works. I heard it from a guy that does like AC and home repair, and they use that. It's like, man, that's gold. It works. God, it's so good. But this one here with the I'm just looking, and we just finished the test drive. Very well, he's looking, because here's what the problem is. He's saying that because he doesn't want to go into the dealership. He doesn't want to deal with the dealership games, because he knows when he walks in, you're going to hold him hostage. You're not going to let him leave. You're going to force him to be there for 6 hours, and then eventually he's going to cave and have to buy a vehicle. Or you're going to make him feel so bad and petty, and he's just wasted his time, right? He could be, man, I just want to go drive this vehicle. I want to go see if this other vehicle has the same features on it. Well, what's going to happen when they go on the other lot and this other vehicle has the same features? And then he goes inside and gets numbers because he ran across a salesperson. So here's the thing. He has a fear of going inside and spending all day, not being allowed to leave. Here's how you overcome that. Absolutely, Ken. Now, this vehicle was a phenomenal vehicle. I see you really enjoyed the test drive. Now, if we can get the numbers perfect for you, which is, to be honest, the easy part, would this be a vehicle you'd want to wake up in the morning and see in your driveway?
Yes, sir.
Object me.
Oh,
I'm just looking.
man, I'm not sure, really. I'm just kind of looking right now. I don't know if that would work for me.
I get you, Ken. I fully understand your situation that you're just looking. Man, I would be the same way because, to be honest, I haven't given you enough information to not go look down the road. What I would like to do is to come inside for 5 minutes, and I'm going to give you all the information that you need so that when you go home tonight, you will truly be able to have all the information to make the best decision for you and your family. Does that sound fair?
That sounds like a great plan.
Awesome. Follow me, Ken. Why did that work? And why does it work so well?
Because you told him just 5 minutes. You set a time.
5 minutes. I set a time limit. It's going to be real quick. I'm going to value your time. I haven't given you all the information. You need more information. Let me give it for you. In other words, I'm not going to tell him he can't take numbers home. I'm not going to tell him he can't have this. I'm going to give it to him. I want to help him. I'm also going to let him leave. I'm not going to hold him hostage. I'm also going to let him have the information so that he can make the best decision. He can make the decision. Notice, you need to be the one to decide. You can make the decision, not his wife. He can make the decision. So it's a subliminal thing. Trust me, because I'm going to use it against him when I present the numbers when he gets in the building. I said he can make a decision tonight. It's just setting the tone. I also said, because I know what he's doing, he wants to go look at other vehicles. I even said it. Now, some people don't like saying it. I don't mind saying it because I trust what I do. But here's the killer part. I said, does that sound fair? And I stuck my hand out. Who's in control at this point?
Well, he's in control.
No, he's not. If my hand is out, who's in control? Because you have to reach your hand out. Now I have your hand. Follow me. When you shake hands, first person to let go usually loses. Did you guys know that?
No.
Hold the handshake.
So you let go first.
If I hold a handshake like this, I can sense his hand lose pressure, and then I'm going to lose mine.
Oh.
Or I can hold it for a good 5 seconds. Because a lot of times what's happening is this, and then that's it. It's just a let go. It's just a up, down, and done. Is that really a handshake? You know, back in the day, it was literally, that's the handshake. You're shaking like this, you're looking, and then you let go. It's a good 3 to 5 second hold. Practice it. You have control at that point. Okay? That's how I can tell if I've got control. I'm guiding him. Follow me, and I'm turning in. See where I'm getting at? Because to sound fair, my handshake out, he shakes my hand because it is fair. There's no way he can tell me no and shake my hand, right? Just saying. That's why I like saying, would you be opposed to? Does it feel awkward saying yes to would you be opposed to? But they want to say no. Let's go inside. No. Let's do this. No. And then I throw them, would you be opposed to? And they immediately go, no. Well, hold on a second. What did I just say? Well, I can't take it back. I said it. Right? So you see how that gets you in the building? So I'm going to tell you right now that there's a problem in the industry. I talked to several, especially new sales reps. I talked to one that talks to 10 customers a day. I'm working at a dealership that talks to 3 customers a day, 4 customers a day on the lot, yet does not bring a single one of them inside the building. Finally got them doing TOs, and they're closing customers now. But the managers are having to bring them in because we can't overcome just this simple objection. What's the first point when we do a needs discovery? We get them in the building, right? So we got the meet and greet, we got them in the building. We go out there and show the vehicle. What do we need to do? Get them back in the building. Before I can talk numbers and present and close a customer, I got to get them back in the building. And if I can't get them back in the building, I need to figure it out. It's not that the customer doesn't want to come in. It's because I'm not good enough and hadn't built enough value and hadn't built enough trust that they need to come in and buy. I don't run into that objection very often, to be honest. It's another reason why it works so well for me, because I don't have to use it very often. I rarely hit that objection. I get the I'm looking when I first meet them on the lot, but I rarely get it afterwards. Rarely. And it's because I built enough value and I did the right needs discovery, I'm on the right vehicle. They're so emotionally high that they want to buy the vehicle. If I didn't get them that emotionally high that they want to buy the vehicle, I screwed something up in showcasing the value. And I need to fix it. Does everybody see that? How if we don't do our job here, it causes objections down the road. Just follow the process and do it. It's like eating an ice cream cone. I teach this. It's in your book, actually. Literally, it's in your book. I love this. I came up with this when I was in a training session. Just came up with it by accident, and I absolutely love it. It makes so much sense. So on here, as I talk this, and it's in your book if you guys want to find that page later, but it literally takes our sales process and think of it like an ice cream cone. What's on the top right here? Nice sweet ice cream, right? Savory. So good. And you take your time with it. Licking every lick, right? Guess what's in here? My meet and greet. My needs discovery. This is all rapport building. This is sweet time. I'm building nice kindness, emotion, building the trust, right? I'm having fun. Then I get into here, and now I'm in my value. And then I'm on my test drive. And then I'm in my numbers with the negotiation, and then I close. Here's the problem. I'm spending more time, because if I do volume here, I'm actually spending more time here. I spend a little bit of time here, so it's about like 5%. It's 10% in the needs discovery. You're spending about 30% of your time on value. You're spending another 20% of your time on the test drive. You should only be spending 10% of your time on negotiation. 30, 60, 70, 75. You add a little bit more. I think some of these numbers move a little bit more. I think it's more like 40. 40, 30 is what it really is, and then like 5%. But I'm spending 70% of my time here on the vehicle because that's where I'm building all that emotion. And I did more time on my needs discovery, so if you did 15 here, and I think it's 10 there is the way I had it. But I'm spending more time here. Here's what's actually going on with sales reps. There's your meet and greet. There's your meet and greet. There's the test drive spending. There's the numbers right here. Some of them aren't even doing the test drive. You can take that out. Some of them aren't even doing a needs discovery. It's just, meet, I want to look at this vehicle. Great, let's go look at it. Great, let's go get numbers. I want to look at this vehicle. Great, let's go make sure you're qualified first before I show you the vehicle. They're skipping and going straight here, so they're having to spend more time here. I don't know about you, but I don't like having to overcome objections and close. I hate negotiating. Like, I find it fun. I enjoy it. But I hate having to do it with a customer, right? I'd rather be out there showing the value, building the vehicle, get them, and then go, yes, I want to buy the vehicle. Isn't that so much easier? versus having to fight back and forth, because now I got my managers involved when I'm having to negotiate, and it's like pulling teeth with most managers out there. Then I need to get numbers, and I need to get this. Why are you having to bring it back to me? Can't you close the customer, aren't you? We hear it all the time, don't we, Ken? I've seen it. I'm sure you've seen it, Jamari. Jamari, you're going to see it, trust me. It's going to happen, right? We're seeing all this stuff out there that's going on, and we want to build that value. It goes further in depth than that, but that's where we're getting at. I want to get to another role play session with you guys. All right. Does that make sense for everybody? Are we getting value in it? Cool. Jamari, your turn. Come on up here and close me.
Do it, baby.
What objection are you struggling with right now, Jamari? You haven't got a sale, but you're talking to customers. What objection are you struggling with when you present them numbers that you can't close them on?
It is the, I'm just stuck at that part,
Stuck at what part?
like talking about the numbers and stuff like that.
So you're stuck at presenting numbers.
I can get them inside, I can get them to sit down,
Mm-hmm.
but after I get them, after they take a look at the vehicle that they want, talk the numbers, and that's it. Either they not qualified, they just walk out.
So when you mean not qualified, what are, like, have you presented the numbers and then they just got up and walked out?
Yeah, because they're usually, not good on the credit, so co-signer. They just not looking for that type of vehicle anymore because of the pricing.
Okay. All right. I'm not worried about. I need you to get me to a credit app is what I need you to get to me first. Okay. These are the numbers. I'm sure you can show down payment, right? All right, so this is your MSRP selling price trade, 26 F-150, 3K down, I'm to 1710, 1750, 1730, and 1710. I want you to present these numbers to me like it's the first time I've seen them. Here you go. Try it. I want to see how you do it, then I'm going to show you how to do it.
All right, yeah, so Mr. Daniel, this is how everything is with the numbers. So you got 60 month, and then you have like a, it's not, hold on.
What are you used to seeing, 4 squares?
Yeah, that's why.
Ken, I know you haven't seen 4 squares.
That's the only one I see.
I'll show you what I teach instead of 4 squares. All right, so 4 squares, typically your trade's right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And your selling price is here?
Yes.
Okay. And then this is your payment or down payment?
Down payment.
Okay, and then payment, okay.
All right, so Mr. Daniel, this is how everything looking when it comes to the numbers. So this is a $50,000 payment, trade that you have to make. And we selling it for $80K. It's a down payment of $3,000. And the payments that you're looking at for a month is $1,710. Is this flexible for you?
That's not flexible at all, man. I want to be at 1,200.
Okay. I'll be right back. Let me go.
Okay. Time out. We're going to build some confidence in you. We're going to build some confidence in you. All right. You're going to hit me with the same objection. You can tell me whatever payment, I don't care how ridiculous it is. Okay? I'm going to do it your way, then I'm going to do it my way. I'm going to use Foursquare, then I'm going to use the triangle. This is new. Nobody teaches the triangle. I came up with it. I love it. I love it because it comes from this type of pencil is where it comes from. It's where I pull the triangle out. Okay? But I love it because it doesn't have any of these numbers on there. I could flip that page back over. So I like having those numbers sealed, or I can leave it open. But all I need to talk about is the triangle. All right. So Jamari, man, I've got great news for you. This truck right here, we're selling it for $80K. I've got your trade at $50K. With $3,000 down, we have your payment as low as $1,710. Now I can go ahead and get this done, vehicle clean and washed up. Go and approve down here, and I'll take care of all that for you.
No, the payment's too high. That's too high.
I get you. I understand. Everything's costing more nowadays. Now, when you say the payment's too high, because that's kind of relative, what do you mean by the payment's too high, Jamari?
Well, I wasn't looking to pay almost $1,700 a month for that car. I was trying to see if it was gonna be in maybe a lower range of maybe $1,000.
Okay. Make sure I'm understanding you right. You want to be at $1,000. Okay. Now let me ask you, what's got you wanting to be at $1,000? Are you currently paying that on your vehicle that you have here? Because I know you only got $47,000 left on it. Was that your payment on your vehicle?
Yeah, that was the payment on that vehicle.
Okay, cool. Now let me ask, how long ago did you buy your vehicle?
It was about 3 years ago.
3 years ago? Awesome. Now, that vehicle you're buying, it doesn't have leather. It's one of the ones that had the cloth seats in it. We're looking at your vehicle currently has leather, heated seats, ventilated seat, heated steering wheel, and it's got the Blue Cruise on it, where it's a self-driving system with it. And it also has the lift and the bigger tires on it. Now, you would agree, all that, if your truck didn't have it, it was a $1,000 payment, that looking at something that did have that, you would expect to have a little bit of a different payment. Am I not correct?
That's correct.
Awesome, awesome. So, that being said, would you be willing to get all that? Would you be flexible in having a payment, say around, a little bit higher than the $1,000? What would be flexible for you?
I can work with that if it's for the features that come with it that I want in there. I can work that.
So you can work with $1,700 with those features?
I can work with about $1,700.
Okay, so if I can get you $1,700 instead of $1,710, is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay, so if I can get $1,700, $3,000 down, we'd have a deal done for you today.
Okay.
Awesome. Go ahead and sign down right here and we'll get it done. You were a little too easy for me. I expected a little harder on that. Because what would I have expected? I'd have been, well, maybe I can do $1,100, I can do $1,200. And then what would I have done at that point? Awesome. Now, I know you want to get $1,200. Do you happen to have maybe more than $3,000 down to make that happen? Yeah, I might. Okay, so I find some of that. Now I'm finding some parts to put this deal together. What I'm doing is I'm coming back with a way to get to here, but a commitment. So when I come back with my second pencil, right? My second pencil will literally have, say, maybe it'll be $6,000 down, right? And then I can get this done instead of 17, I can get that done for, say, $1,500 because I changed the term. Because here I'm showing 48 or 60 months and the customer doesn't even know that. That's one of the things with Foursquare because they don't put the month on there. Customer doesn't know. That's why they do Foursquares versus the triangle. I get it. I understand it. 80 selling price, $50K here. Okay? Cool. That's going to all stay the same. $1,500, we make it happen. Here's what I don't like. I don't like putting these numbers unless I absolutely have to. And I have it on this sheet of paper. Now I have it done here. 80 is my selling price. Most people, the reason why they do Foursquare is because they don't like having the out the door and all the other fee stuff that they add onto the vehicle. That's because they hide the fees and stuff that you don't see it. That's why they go Foursquare. Seeing it, it works, that's fine. I understand it. Because what's the main concern? It's all payment, right? Now, on this one, and the way I teach it is triangle. Because this is what I want to get it to. I have payment here. I have my term. And then I have my money down. Because what can I change to get this term and money down? I'm not doing anything with selling price or trade. I'm bringing it straight to payment, right? Now, typically this can be written on one side of the sheet of paper, and then I'll flip it over and I'll present triangle. It's great news. I can get that done for 17 for 60 months with 3K down. Go ahead and approve and sign down here, and we'll make it happen for you. Now you don't have all the other numbers of trade and price, because if I mention that, am I opening myself up to an objection on that? Yep. Especially if it didn't match internet price. Seeing that out there a lot, right? All that can happen. So, especially if it wasn't the price he was expecting to be at. He was expecting to qualify for this rebate, but he doesn't qualify for it. So the price is different, right? So we're bringing all that together within it. So when I'm putting this together, 1710. Now do you see where I went to? He told me some absurd number. You tell me $1,000. Man, wonderful. Let me ask you though, where are you getting that $1,000? Is it the payment you're paying now? Because what most likely it is, it's the payment he's paying now, right? I get it. How long ago did you buy that vehicle that you're in? 4 years ago? Yeah, awesome. Things cost more now, you would agree, right? Boom, I leave it alone. I've just planted the seed. Now I'm going to my next seed I'm going to plant. Okay, I'm going to put some fertilizer on it now. So watered a little bit. This vehicle that we're looking at has more features than your vehicle. So would you agree if you bought a vehicle back in the day with more features, you'd have been paying a higher payment, correct? So that means that would have to cost more to get it in today's market, correct? So not only does the vehicles cost more, that feature is going to cost a little bit more. So let me ask you, what can we move this up so that you can enjoy those features? See, I'm not taking it away. What can we do so you can enjoy those features? I'm asking him to move so that he can enjoy. And then you're going to find those are, I'm this, and that's it, and they ain't going to move and they're budge. You're going to run into those customers. Don't let them scare you. Still try to walk them up, still try to get it. And at the end of the day, if the commitment's $1,000, the commitment's $1,000. When I go back to my manager, what do I have? A signature on the sheet of paper and a commitment. Because what's the purpose of the first pencil? To start my negotiation. It's to get a commitment. Because all I've got a commitment when I walked in the building was that the vehicle's the right vehicle for them. That's the only commitment I got. Now let me get a commitment on the price and the payment. Once I got a commitment on that, now we can go back and we can negotiate. Because what's your job as a customer? To buy my vehicle for the lowest amount of money and sell me yours for the highest. What's my job as a sales rep? To buy yours for the lowest and sell you mine for the highest. We're both doing the same thing. Let's just negotiate and win together. It's just a conversation. Does that make sense to everybody? Pretty simple, right? And if I have this here, what are the things I can change? I can go to a bigger term. I can get more money down, and then I can get my commitment to change to that. That's the only things I'm affecting. If I change any of these, does it affect my gross? No. Here's something that you guys don't even know and don't think about. If I go to 84 months, did I just make more back-end gross? Yeah. Hell yeah. Because the banks give us reserve off the extra interest rate. So like if the interest rate that we get reserve is like 1% back, that's 1% over the 60 months of what would they have been paying if that's... So if their interest rate was 5%, they pay a certain amount of interest over that total loan. That total loan, if it's 6%, I pay the difference between 5 and 6% over the 60 months that they would have paid, right? I get that as the thing. It could be, I've seen it as high as $4,000 that I've gotten back from a bank going to 84 months. On the back end. Dug myself out of a hole real quick, right? It can do it. So it's okay. But here's the thing. If I put a customer in 84 months, are they going to be able to trade back in with you pretty quick? Nope. No. So you know whenever I do that with a customer, I got you in 84 months, what's the immediate thing I do? I show them, let me show you. I know you're in 84 months. Let me show you how to save some money though, right? Because I want you to save some money. What if you took an extra $100? Not saying you had to do it every month, but if you did it on the months you had it, and you just put $100 into it half the time, you would pay this down on 72 months versus 84. You just saved yourself about $5 or $6 grand. Would that be worth it to you to do that? Make sure you do that because that's going to help you out. Boom, that's it, done. What did I also set them up for? Because they're going to pay it off sooner. They're saving money. Now they can do something in finance and set stuff up. But you see where I'm getting at? Yes, sir. Just go for the commitment. Okay, so now let's practice it again. I'm going to give you something a little easier. Since you're 4 squares, I'll stick with it. It's an SUV, so whatever you want to pick, I'm fine. 39 plus 3, I'm rolling 10. I'm going to say my payments. That's payment. This is down with 10K down. Present it to me.
All right, so look, I got some great news for you. So this SUV Jeep Grand Cherokee for the down payment, no, for the trade-in value for your car is $3,000, and the price is gonna be $39,000, and you'll be looking around at $899 down payment. And I messed up bad. I gotta redo it.
All right, redo.
All right, so I got some great news for you. So listen, so the trade-in value is gonna be about around like $3,000, and the price of this SUV is gonna be $39K. You'll be looking around like $899 a month, and the down payment is gonna be about $10,000. That's how much that? Oh no, the down payment is gonna be $899.
No, down payment's right here. I'm sorry, I rewrote it wrong on you.
Okay. Yeah, the down payment is $10,000 a month. Is that flexible for you?
No, it ain't flexible at all, man. Let me ask, why are you saying is that flexible?
I don't even know.
Because you said it twice. And I'm trying to figure out why you're saying it's flexible.
Cause like,
What are you asking when you ask me, is that flexible? You're asking me for an objection, right? You're asking, what am I thinking?
cause I don't
Here's the problem. If you ask me, what am I thinking, do I think this is a good deal then?
pretty much, yeah.
No. If you don't think it's a good deal, you're not asking me to sign the sheet of paper at the bottom and close this out, then I don't think it's a good deal. Man, we got your trade at 3K, your selling price is 39. With 10 grand down, I have you $899 a month. Go ahead and approve it right here, and I'll get all the paperwork ready and get the vehicle detailed and a full tank of gas in that for you. We have a deal?
Yeah, we got a deal.
Awesome. You see how I'm in control? I asked for the sale. What's going to happen is I have my hand out, they're going to go, I guess I'm buying a vehicle. Or they're going to go, I don't know, man, that something's not right. When you say something's not right, what do you mean something's not right? Well, that payment's just way too high, especially if I'm putting 10 grand down. Okay, so so is it the down payment or is it the payment? Well, really, I was expecting to want to put 0 down. Well, I got it. 0 down, but with where we're at, that would move your payment up because we do have some negative equity in your trade. And you see, while I'm explaining why the deal is where it's at, the logic, because they're not understanding. This doesn't give you enough information. All you need to do is, I don't even need this. When you present your 4 square, don't even talk about it. I'm gonna tell you don't.
Yeah. Okay.
Look, I have great news, Jamari. I can get you done with 10 grand down for $899 a month. Go ahead and approve down here and sign, I'll get it all done. Because they're looking at this. They go, well, what's the 39? Well, that's our selling price, and the 3K is your trade. Okay. But as you see, everything boils down to the payment. I don't like the 4 square because it doesn't give the full example. Everything, but I can bring it down to payment. What payment would bet? Is that $899? We can go ahead and get it done, just sign down there. Again, asking for the sale. And having that confidence with it, right? You're getting so stuck up on this, and you should be able to do this. Literally, I can look here and I can present the numbers. Doesn't matter what it is, I say the same thing. Presenting numbers, your first pencil, you should be able to say the same thing every time. That should be literally a script. No matter what numbers, I could literally put, we're giving you $1 for your trade. It's $150K selling price. Your payment's $30,000 a month, and you got to put 3 grand down. Go ahead and sign down here. Great news, Jamari. We got your trade at $1. Your selling price is $150,000. I can get you done for 30 grand a month. All you got to do is put $3K down. Go ahead and prove it down here, and I'll get your vehicle cleaned up for you.
Nah.
No, right? You want to do that? But you see how I presented it? Oh, great. I got it. What's not good for you?
$30,000 down is currently.
The $30,000?
Yeah.
Change your tone too.
You can't put that. So, as I'm seeing and I'm understanding, because I want to understand your situation, 30 grand down is not doable for you?
Nah, not at
What would be doable for you?
all. More like $10,000 down.
So 10 grand down? So if I can get 10 grand down, that's going to move our payment. So we're looking at 20. It's going to put our payment at $3,400 a month. Go ahead and sign down here and we'll make everything happen for you.
I get it though. I see what you're trying to say.
You see, I'm confident in it. And all I did is I just did the math really quick. So I moved that. Well, that's going to move that payment to $3,400. Go on and sign right down here. We'll make it happen. No big deal. I can lower that money down. Now, the reason why it's probably asking for 30 grand down is you probably have, because you have a dollar trade, you probably have a ton of negative equity out this thing, and we need to get something done because you're looking. You see where I'm getting at? Sometimes that happens. Your manager will give you that information because you're young. You don't need that yet. All you need to worry about is this. And get a commitment here. If you can do those two things, you'll just fine. If you can tell them how much it is a month, how much money down they need to put, and get a commitment to what payment they'll accept, then you can bring it to management and they can come and take over. And your managers are going to have to rescue and TO, and that's something else I dig into as we go. But we'll dig further as we go through. Okay? Does everybody pick up on that, Jamari? We need to stay in touch because I want to help you further with some deeper role playing and deeper number presenting and going through that.